As the day began, people around the globe noticed a strange phenomenon. Gravity seemed to be behaving erratically, as if it had developed a mind of its own. At first, scientists dismissed it as a minor anomaly, but as the hours passed, it became clear that something much more profound was occurring. Materials that were normally subject to gravity's pull began to behave strangely. A car parked on the street would slowly lift off the ground, while a book lying on a table remained stubbornly in place. The phenomenon soon spread to everyday objects, with cups and glasses floating in midair and chairs and tables wobbling precariously. Panic set in as people struggled to comprehend the new reality. Governments scrambled to issue statements, assuring citizens that scientists were working tirelessly to understand the cause of the phenomenon. Meanwhile, entrepreneurs saw an opportunity in the chaos, marketing gravity-defying products and services to desperate consumers. As the days passed, the selective nature of gravity became more apparent. Not all materials were equally affected. Water remained firmly on the ground, while metal objects continued to behave as if nothing had changed. The distinction was stark, with water seemingly immune to the new gravitational forces, while metals remained stubbornly stuck to their original trajectory. A team of researchers at CERN made a groundbreaking discovery when they identified the source of the phenomenon, a previously unknown particle that seemed to have a profound impact on the fundamental forces of nature. Dubbed graviton, this tiny particle appeared to be the key to understanding the selective behavior of gravity. However, as scientists continued their research, they realized that graviton was not a singular entity, but rather one of many particles that made up a complex network. The implications were staggering. Gravity itself might not be a fundamental force of nature, but rather an emergent property of these particles. The news sent shockwaves through the scientific community, with experts debating the significance of this discovery for centuries to come. Meanwhile, in the streets, people continue to adapt to their new reality, learning to navigate the unpredictable world with caution and creativity. As one woman, a shopkeeper on the Boulevard des Italiens, put it, "I used to sell flowers on my stand, but now I have to weigh them to ensure they don't float away." Her neighbor, a vendor of rare minerals, chuckled, "You should see my stock. The quartz is still stuck to the ground, while the tourmaline floats like a feather." The phenomenon also had an unexpected impact on the environment. With water remaining firmly on the ground, rivers and lakes began to overflow their banks, flooding coastal cities and low-lying areas. In the skies above, seagulls and other birds thrived in the new gravitational landscape, exploiting food sources that would have been inaccessible before. As governments struggled to cope with the crisis, a group of young inventors emerged as unlikely heroes. These innovators, fueled by curiosity and creativity, began to design solutions to the problems posed by gravity's unpredictable shift. One inventor, a brilliant engineer named Sophia, had a vision for a network of floating gravity anchors that could stabilize buildings and prevent them from drifting away. Her prototype was tested on a small scale with astonishing results. A tiny house remained firmly in place while its neighbors floated harmlessly by. As the world continued to grapple with gravity's unpredictable behavior, one thing became clear: humanity would never be the same again. The selective nature of gravity had opened up new possibilities for innovation and exploration, but also posed daunting challenges for our daily lives. In a world where gravity no longer ruled the skies, people began to dream of what the future might hold. Would we find ways to harness graviton's power? Could we adapt to this new reality, finding new ways to live and thrive in a world without the familiar force of gravity? As the years passed, humanity slowly adapted to its new surroundings. We learned to navigate the unpredictable landscape with caution and creativity, building our lives around the whims of gravity. In the end, it was clear that gravity's shift had been both a blessing and a curse, a reminder of our place in the universe, but also an opportunity for us to forge a new path forward, guided by the principles of science and human ingenuity.